The boy with many examples. In a tiny cottage located in the middle of the forest of the town of RWS, there lived a boy that had a lot of examples. He had a manner of showing or pointing out things or objects around him as examples because he doesn't know how to construct them into words. One day, he stumbled upon an old lady. She was known as the town's English teacher. He was about to pass by her, but the teacher called out to him and said, "Boy, would you mind if you would accompany me through the forest?" He was hesitant, but thought about the old lady's safety, so he agreed and went to her side in response. As they were walking, the lady was happy because she had known this boy from town. This boy had trouble constructing examples into words, and she has observed that the boy didn't have the chance to attend to school. As they were strolling, she noticed that the boy was too quiet, and she has known the reason why, since he was made fun of by the other kids in town in the way he talks to them. That made him stop talking at all. The English teacher conversed with the boy. "Do you know what exemplification is?" The boy was surprised by the sudden question and shook his head as a response of no. But the old lady did not mind and continued talking, explaining what exemplification is. Exemplification uses a specific, vivid examples for the purpose of adding more information to explain, persuade, define, or illustrate a general idea. Likewise, exemplification provides solid support and strong evidence to prove a writer's or person's main statement. The boy stopped mid-step and was interested in what they were talking about, and the teacher was happy she caught his attention. With that, she continued on sharing with him a lesson she knows that will help him. Exemplification has signal words such as the words after all. For instance, consider the following, and for example. The lady gestured for them to sit down for a moment as they settled and said, "With the words I have said, can you try to use them as a sentence?" And for the first time, she heard him say yes. He thought for a while and said, "After all, after all, he only sees me as a brother." For instance, Cronus, for instance, was the supreme god until dethroned by Zeus. Consider the following. Consider the following phrases below. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it is not. She can play any stringed instrument, for example, bass and ukulele. Her mouth was open in shock on how he was able to quickly understand the use of those words. He smiled at the boy and said, "A little persistence was all it needed for you to come out in that bubble of yours." The boy smiled genuinely, and after 10 years, that boy became a sociologist researching and explaining such great ideas. Without that old lady's persistence, he would probably be mute all his life. The end.